5 seconds remaining.
Welcome back to the Captain's Draft 4.0 Minor, guys. This is Team Spirit versus Vega Squadron. Vega is currently up 1-0. The winner of this plays the next team in a best of 5 for the grand finals.
The next team? Which team is that, Rex?
Well, Shane, as you can see, it's the next team. It's the team after this.
It's Team Empire.
Of course. That's what I was just going to have to say. Team Empire.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright, so we've got quite the pool of heroes in this game, right?
There's something nice about just throwing your co-caster right under that bus. You know what I mean?
I
Right.
do the same thing. I love it.
Yeah, it's so much fun, especially like the first like 15 seconds, because most people that watch YouTube VODs or whatever, but only watch a minute and then or so, and they're gonna hear that.
That's the best, right?
It's great.
They get thrown right into the action.
What do we have here, Brex?
Alright, so there's a ton of good heroes in this pool. At least heroes that are hard to deal with, right? Maybe they're not the best heroes in Dota, of course, but in a limited pool, they definitely shine. Like we saw the anti-mage last game. There was nothing that looked like that was able to deal with him at all, especially when split pushing, his farm speed, and even in lane phase, right? Beastmaster's been banned out. Same thing with the Warlock. Beastmaster, I think he's one of those heroes that's super tough to deal with. I think he might just be OP, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with that. Another hero there, Alchemist. We saw it when teams pick it up in the Captain's Draft. There's no counters in the pool. You just can't do anything. He farms too fast. And he becomes uncontrollable extremely quickly. And Enigma?
Also the bounty runes too, right, for Alchemist. They're so close together now.
That's very true. The new changes. Yeah, in the game we're talking about, actually, he had the worst possible start. He like 3 minutes into the game, he was just watching his creeps die. He was unable to get any last hits.
He was in a dual offlane scenario with a support hero that I can't remember what it was.
It was like Warlock or something.
Right, and they ended up dying. Like, they fed 4 kills or something to this Weaver Dazzle dual lane in like 3 minutes, and then he ended up kicking his mid laner out, and he laned against a mid laner that was level 4 when he was level 2, and he ended up destroying the game, like 1v5 and almost.
Yep. Alright, Alchemist. What else we have? Anti-Mage, Void. Void is kind of similar enough. You know, if you don't have Lockdown, he's difficult to deal with. Not on the same scale as Anti-Mage. You know,
yeah, for sure.
He can't kill your whole team, but he can definitely be a pest. We'll put it that way.
Yep, definitely a pest, especially when you combine him with something that can actually hit him in Chronosphere, like the Phoenix, for example.
Oh yeah, that's the combo. That's quite a staple combo. It's been around for a long time. A lot of teams like OG, I believe, did a lot for 6 months. The heroes got changed a little bit, so it's not as strong. But in Captain's Draft, you got to think about all this kind of older stuff, right? You have to remember all these combos because sometimes you don't have a lot to work with.
Yeah, very true. A lot of these older heroes aren't the most commonly played heroes for sure, right? It's heroes like the Naga Siren, for example, but there are situations where these heroes are very useful, right? Like sometimes we see the support Naga against Faceless Void, for example. Yeah, so they can reset the team fight and then just play after the Chronosphere. And essentially, if that Void doesn't have farm, he's pretty useless, right? Like if it's an offlane Void or if a safe lane Void that just doesn't have damage, he just doesn't do anything outside of Chrono. So we have Lich. Alright, this guy is a lane winner.
Also, mostly melee heroes, actually. Looking at the pool of carries we have here, the only one that kind of stands out, I guess, would be Weaver and OD, so the Lich Armor is extremely effective.
Yeah, you know, Shane, I'm predicting this is going to be an Alchemist versus Anti-Mage game.
Really? Who wins? I guess it's the if you can hold out, if the Anti-Mage team can hold out, right? Or if the Alchemist team can press their advantage.
Sometimes the Alchemist can close out the game, and then sometimes the Alchemist gets far ahead, but it's only the Alch. And then at that point, the Anti-Mage, if he can't end the game against Anti-Mage, and the Anti-Mage eventually carries.
Yeah, ideally with Alchemist, you want Alchemist in the mid lane, and then you want 2 really strong lanes, right? Just to create this kind of vacuum for the enemy supports.
Right. You want these heroes that are solid, that win lanes, so that Alchemist has space to just do his own thing and farm. Alchemist out. And they pick it up with the Weaver too. If they ever pull this Weaver and Ag, Alchemist is gonna be super okay with everything. Like it's a lasso counter too.
Oh my god.
It's the double counter, right? You have the Weaver in lane against the Batrider, who is also probably gonna rush a Lincoln Sphere, and then Alchemist can help pull Nagans in the ultra late game. So
and they have a bit of minus armor for the Lich Armor too. Oh, the bit is actually an exaggeration. They have the acid spray and the bugs. They have quite a lot.
Yeah, they do have a lot. And they've also got the lockdown too with Disruptor. So far, I think Team Spirit's draft looked pretty good. Let's see what Vega have to combat this.
What could they go for? They need lockdown, right? They need like point and click stuns. I wouldn't mind Enigma, and just if you play Enigma in a way where you're not really too fussed about, you know, early aggression, that kind of stuff, you can farm, take your time. Just get that like BKB, Octarine, Refresher, all that kind of stuff, and play into Alchemist.
It sounds good, right? When you say Enigma with BKB, Refresher, Octarine, but the journey getting it against an Alchemist is very difficult, right? Because you don't really pressure your lane as an Enigma. So it's like, it's something that Alchemist is probably pretty happy to play against for like the first 20 minutes. And alright, out comes Enigma.
Yep.
Yep, Shane, you're right along. Enigma, great pick, looking good. BKB, Octarine, Refresher, very strong.
Yeah, thanks, Brex.
You're welcome. But yeah, I mean, that's honestly, you have a Lich Batrider, right? It's like these heroes are super good in lane, and then they're gonna lane against the Weaver. Well, probably the Lich won't now. Lich will be somewhere else. He might just sit against the Alchemist, but I worry that Vega won't be able to pressure the lanes
quick enough.
Yeah, exactly. They're not gonna get enough out of the lanes or as much as they'd like, and then this Alchemist will be having a jolly good time.
You ready? It's gonna be the under dude, Underlord into Alchemist. In my opinion, a very good counter, you know, because obviously he has to come up high ground to click the building. He has to be melee range. Underlord loves that. It doesn't necessarily look the best on paper, but I think you can build Underlord into a kind of semi carry. He's good against, and they go for OD. Cowards. It's way safer. It's a very good lane matchup. It's just all around better, but.
We've seen a bunch of OD in this captain's draft tournament as well, right?
Alchemist and Weaver don't get BKB either, right?
Not for quite some time, so it looks pretty good. And it's also, it's a difficult hero for Team Spirit to deal with, especially in the early game, right? Like Disruptor, sure, you can gank this OD, but there's not a lot of immediate damage. And so that makes it really easy for OD to either Astral and the hero walk away, or, you know, Astral himself and TP with reinforcements. It's like, without enough hard disables, it becomes very annoying to deal with.
I think as well, it's a decent save for the glimpse, right?
While
it doesn't stop the person getting moved, it does buy the team time to get in position and react.
Right. They've only got that one single target catch ability, right? So he can always kind of delay that with the Astral. So it is nice for sure. And when you look at the rest of this pool, what looks good there, Shane?
It's tough, right? I'm thinking Pudge Tide. That's actually what I'm thinking.
Well, that's not looking too hot.
No, not at all. Like we need.
I
need catch. Right? Hook is the only reasonable CM, but I don't want to pick CM. Like
this is not there, right? There's no real big control heroes. I guess you could go Faceless Void, but that doesn't really make sense for Team Spirit's lineup.
I think I could go Safe Lane Void off Flame Weaver. It's not the worst.
There's just no synergy among the heroes, though. And it's not like Alchemist can ever attack. Yeah,
but Alchemist runs around and taunts.
That's when he gives him the Radiance Burn and the Acid Spray.
You want to charge up that concoction.
That's how you do it then. On top of the Chronosphere.
It's pretty tough, actually. It's very, very difficult.
Yeah. Alright, Phoenix comes out, and Razor, okay.
I'm not very sold on this one. This looks like the Vega squadron can walk away from. One person's going to get glimpsed every team fight. They can sacrifice one dude. Like, generally with the Phoenix, you need control to keep people in place, because the Phoenix Egg isn't an instant stun. Unless Vega squadron overextend, they're just going to walk away.
You know, at the same time, though, they don't have the greatest egg hitters on Vega Squadron, right? Enigma doesn't want to be right-clicking an egg. 3 of their heroes don't really want to be right-clicking an egg. OD.
There's Troll in the pit. Just pick Troll and laugh at them.
Yeah, not a bad Troll game at all. It also could be a pretty decent anti-mage game again, honestly.
Troll works well with the OD. If you want to fight them, right? If you want to take the fight to... They go for the Void.
Alright, Void. Okay. You know, Troll sounds really nice against the egg, but Faceless Void. Now, yeah, exactly. Look at the team fight, right? You have Chronosphere, Black Hole, Batrider's Lasso. Looks pretty disgusting. And it makes you wonder, like, how are they going to lane this on Team Spirit? They're forced to go for, alright, it's a support Alchemist on FNG. Alright.
it's a lot better in my opinion than the core alchemist with this draft. It's like Phobos core Phoenix trying to take advantage of the lack of egg hitters from Vega Squadron. I don't know if this was a last minute change or if they planned it all along, but it looks way better this way, right? Though you have that long stun from FNG, you can do the stun into glimpse. It's a guaranteed very long disable kinetic field after that.
Yeah, it is true. I'm just so used to seeing the alchemist in the core position, though. You know, we rarely see the support alchemist.
And yeah, like, okay, if you saw Disruptor Alchemist as support, let me change the overlay real quick.
Oh, you're on top of it. Nicely done.
If you just saw that without seeing the cores, you think, Jesus, this support duo is pretty shit. You know what I mean? Like they can't do anything.
It does not sound good at all.
No. But like Razor, really good core hero. Weaver, same deal. Phoenix, all of these heroes are pretty good on their own. So adding a little bit to their already decent arsenal, you know, it could be okay.
Yep, we'll just have to see how it plays out, because this is not something we see every day, right? It's very, they made an on-the-fly change.
Yeah, it's what cut and draft's about, though, right? You gotta stay on your toes.
Exactly. Gotta watch out for these curveballs.
Do you think the last big void was a big game changer for Vega here?
I think it's really good. Like, when you look at Spirit's lineup, right, they still really lack catch. And Void's a hero that thrives when there is a big lack of catch in the enemy team. And it's not only that, but his lane phase is pretty decent as well against these heroes. I guess Phoenix, when he gets levels, might be a bit annoying, but I don't know. I think the hero is decent. He struggles a lot when there isn't damage to kill things in Chronosphere, right? But you have Chain Frost, you have OD hitting people, you have Midnight Pulse. It looks not bad at all.
The reason why I like the Void so much is the main hero they wanted to deal with the Disruptor was the Enigma, right? They want to stop the black hole, they want to pressure the Enigma with the glimpse. They don't want to give away the free black holes. But now he has to say to himself, oh, do I want to deal with Enigma or do I want to deal with Void?
Right.
Both of these heroes are high priority Disruptor targets, and he can't get both, obviously.
It's going to be a thing where Faceless Void's like playing in your face too, right? So you can't really get up there to go in, and then if you do go on the Faceless Void, there's always a threat of the Chronosphere afterwards, or sorry, the black hole afterwards.
Is Slayer gonna get the fucking courier again?
Doesn't it take him? I guess the courier's got no armor. I think it takes him 3 hits. Maybe that's only Crystal made him.
What's up with the old mid lane Enigma?
Yeah, mid lane Enigma and the safe lane OD. Like, this can't be good.
Why do you say that?
Just because it's a safe lane OD and a mid lane Enigma. That's why it can't be good.
He doesn't need to worry about the static link. You know, he's got that going for him. He can deny, like, consistently the range creep every wave. It doesn't sound too bad.
It doesn't sound too bad at all, actually. It's just different from what we're seeing, right? Usually don't see OD played on a safe lane like this. FNG charges at the stun.
You're saying, like, if you saw this in a pub, you'd be worried, right? If on your team you had this mid lane Enigma, you'd be very worried. But Vega obviously have a plan.
This is a coordinated team. They know what they're doing. Well, hopefully they know what they're doing, right?
You'd hope so.
Well, we'll find out. But yeah, you're right, the Enigma, he can always pull lane back against the Razor, so he's going to get some sort of experience and just last-hitting ability. OD, though, how much is he going to get in this safe lane? That is the question. I guess
quite a lot.
He's going to get a lot because it is a support alchemist, right? And all he can really do is throw the unstable concoction for now.
Yeah, and get bounty runes.
So, but yeah, he loves getting bounty runes.
Yeah, it's not the most threatening of heroes to walk at you.
No, definitely not. When you see that number counting down, you're kind of laughing to yourself. You know the stun's coming, but...
Oh, he doesn't have the greed.
Right. No greed yet.
But, you know, he still got it.
And check it out. Big invis for the Alchemist. Maybe he can set up a gank with that. Impossible. Well, not impossible, but
unlikely.
It's pretty unlikely, right? Yeah.
I like G's skill build, actually. Sometimes people, they just get W without even thinking about it, the imprisonment. You know, but an early point in the Arcane Orb can really destroy a lane. Like, Phobos is taking a lot of hits. It allows you to harass without aggroing the creeps. Has so many benefits.
That's definitely how you want to play the safe lane OD, right?
Yeah.
Oh, alright, here comes FNG charging up the stun. Dangerous.
Yep. He felt that one.
He did. That's the gank of the century right there.
Mid lane's like Iceberg is destroying Afterlife. 16 for 6.
Yeah,
For
but you know,
9
it's Enigma, right? When he's played normally, he's played in the off lane nowadays, so you don't expect him to have like a total free farm or anything. So it's still not that bad for Enigma to be in. So
that's true.
I guess the bigger concern here is this Lich Void lane, right? Void is out of regen against the Weaver. Weaver will bully this lane even with the Lich there, so it's a lane where
Just a bash. Just a straight up bash. I was just 0-1 at the bash. Sorry for interrupting. I get excited by the stupidest things in Dota, you know.
Shane, that's not stupid. It's you know, you're just everything is magical.
It really is. Especially for like a win when he just gets handed a Lich kill. So yeah, it's just a little bit out of position there. He was placing the ward, I presume. I think that's why he was there, yeah. 5-minute ward, yeah. But it cost him his life. He was placing the sentry ward, trying to block the camp. Oh, did FNG just get a bounty rune with the greed activated? I think he did.
Oh boy, he's rolling in the cash now. Check out that net worth.
let's-
0 CS, and he's got 1k net worth. All right, same as Phoenix.
I don't know whether that's good for Phoenix or bad for Phoenix
That's-
or good for Alchemist. I'm not too sure.
That's definitely
Oh,
not
here
good
comes
for
the stun.
Phoenix. That's the stun.
That did. What's that emote? Monka S? You, gee.
That's the one. Oh yeah, quite underwhelming, but they
Slayer?
like the kill.
Oh, he misses. Unfortunately. Stun's coming
Stun's
out here.
coming out again.
Oh, this might actually
This
be
is
enough.
real dangerous now.
Oh, it actually kills him. They overextend and the stun is enough. Alright, we
Alright,
laughed.
so I flamed the stun the whole game, but the stun's owning Shane.
Yeah, that was really, really OP. I think Batrider, in essence, the hero has to be above heroes, right? So if you don't get the kills, you're feeding. That's kind of how the hero works, right? Because to apply the Firefly to someone, you have to be over them. And when he's trying to pressure, like when Slayer's trying to pressure like that, he has to like constantly take damage from the Phoenix. I'm gonna go with that.
Yep.
Dire's middle tower.
Good god, these shrines are still at full HP.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
Every single game, check this.
He's been doing this for like, I don't know how long now.
Yep.
It's light of heaven, all these pings of shrines. He's got a lot to say about it. I wish I understood Russian.
Is that Light of Heaven? Is that?
Yeah.
Lovely lad. Had a very brief conversation with him in an elevator once.
It was probably hi. Hi.
No, he actually he said he liked my shirt, and then we joked about someone feeding or something in a
Oh,
dog.
nice. Hopefully it wasn't him.
It might have been.
Oh no.
Oh, FNG! He just
FNG
got both
taking
bounty
the
runes and then he TP's out. He has 5 stacks.
Oh my god, alright.
Alright,
Afterlife gets a free kill on bees.
and he gives up the sorry.
Oh no, it's okay, buddy. You'll be back in 2 seconds. Don't worry.
This Alchemist, I've seen worse starts to a game. He manages to get the double bounty rune. You know, he's getting closer to that. I believe the item is Solar Crest, right?
Yeah, probably. You know, he's made something happen. He's been able to do something, right? They got the kill on the Bat
And
Rider.
he's kind of pressuring this top lane as well. I'm gonna switch back to CS real quick.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, OD's definitely not free farming.
Yeah. Top lane, they're going for it. G gets it, dodges it. But I don't know if that was the right play. He now has a lot of pressure. These Phoenix wards are doing considerable amounts of damage actually.
Or to actually send the Bat Rider back because Bat Rider was destroying their lives and OD lives. But you're right. Like, he is getting heavily pressured by this support alchemist charging up the unstable concoction over and over.
I think it's mostly to do with Phobos now, to be fair.
Hey, come on. It doesn't start with that. The stun sheet.
Well, you know, you can click without stuns.
Are stunning.
It's not necessary for Phoenix in the list. And I think it's Phobos is going to be a real issue. Like, he has the Urn Hand of Midas queued up. Team Spirit always favor Phobos farming, and in this game he's in a position where he can kind of run away with it.
TP in the mid.
Void has Chrono ready. Looks like it's going to be a nice clean kill mid lane, unless they wanted the black hole, but the glimpse. Okay, iceberg. Can he turn it around? Afterlife might go down to I like to win here on the back line. Slayer's in really deep. He has the bugs applied, and oh, he's going very far forward. Turn rate, is it enough? That's a 2-for-1 for Team Spirit. They do rotate pretty much everyone. Phobos is on the way too, but oh,
Yeah, still,
look at
it's
FNG as
2-for-1
well.
Special.
He's running
Oh
away
my
with it.
God. No.
That's
It's all
another
about him again.
doubler.
You check out his net worth. He's still sitting close to Phoenix. We'll just say that's good for FNG.
Okay, it definitely is. Like, look at how the top lane's going. Phoenix is doing very well for both. Well,
Yeah.
okay, so he is getting a lot of gold. He's doing very well positioning himself for these double bounty runs. But what does gold on a support hero like Alchemist really do? Like, is there any items that he could get? Maybe the new items? I don't know. Like,
Shane, he's gonna get Ags and just give it to Weaver.
that actually sounds very legit.
Yep, and you can also give Ags to Razor, Disruptor, even Phoenix. It's a pretty good Alchemist game. Well, pooling Ags game, right? That's one way to
Starting this
use
one.
it. Alright, stunned himself.
I hyped it up to get the glimpse though onto Slayer with the kinetic field. I like the win is in a very good position here. And Slayer goes down again. He's really struggling to make anything happen on this Batrider, isn't he?
It's night and day between the support bat and the Tusk, right?
Yeah.
The Tusk, you could just rotate around, go to any lane of pressure. Support Batrider, not so much. And when your Batrider feeds, well, I guess feed is a bit harsh, but when he's not accomplishing very much on the map, he's not going to get to that blink dagger at all.
That's very politically correct of you, isn't it?
You know, I gotta. Yes.
Yes, it is. He's not accomplishing much on the map. Every time he's tried to kill someone, he's died. You know, like it's tough to say, but
Yep.
you know, it is what it is. Bottom
It
lane,
is what it is.
maybe he's gonna prove us wrong. Can they get the glimpse here? They want to rotate onto FNG. They know his antics. Did he get another double bounty rune? I think he did. That's his.
He did.
Oh no.
They gotta start
Is
controlling
Slayer gonna
these.
die again?
Radiant's bottom tower is
Oh god.
Just jinxed him.
There he goes.
Well, double damage Weaver in the back lines.
Is he going for it?
Alright, nothing's gonna happen though.
Well, this is kind of the pace of the game I expected from Vega, right? The Enigma's quite a slow hero. Void, he doesn't do much when he doesn't have his ulti, right? He just farms, essentially. Lich can't really rotate, just secures your lanes. It's, and in a way, like, Slayer is dying a lot, but it's only because he's the only one that has to do things, right? All the pressure is on him for the rotations.
Yep, Chain Frost down bottom FNG. Is he dead? Oh. Alright, he is gone.
Is that a solo kill, more Lich?
It is. Lich is owning.
Yes!
Lich is about to die.
He is not looking. Oh, you can just TP, right?
Phoenix is gonna dive in, right? Oh, alright.
Is there a way to tell if he has
He's got
TP?
no TP.
He walked by the shop. Maybe it's on cooldown. Or
I think he did TP down, so we didn't even bother buying it.
fair enough. Ah, he's just gonna chill here for a while. This gives a lot of space to G in the top lane.
Yep, OD's been very quiet this game. His lane phase wasn't that great, but now it's getting better, right? But as I said, they're setting up a gank on him. The Beaver's running in.
Beeves. Gets the
Right,
glimpse
go
off
Justin Beaves.
into the. Oh. It's a little. Oh god.
Yep.
He went for the TP, you know. I like that combo actually. He preemptively eggs with the glimpse.
For the stun.
Yeah, for the stun, yeah, very nice. Because if he didn't do that, he would have just TP'd away straight away, right?
Yeah, very true.
If he didn't imprison himself, he could have just TP'd away.
Well, the egg did come out before, right? Preemptively, so.
No, but
Dire's top tower is under
did it?
attack.
No, he was still imprisoned.
Well, that's because they saw it, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is
How
under
long does it
attack.
last? Duration 6 seconds. It would have been close.
Yeah, it actually would have. That was
Yeah.
quite a long time.
So yeah, it's,
Alright,
he's just
nice.
ducking and weaving again.
Oh, this is just half
They've
place.
caught him. It's a very nice chain frost. Just bouncing between two heroes. You could nearly. Holy crap, he's doing a lot of damage. But
Alright, and he killed the creep wave too.
yeah, push cancelled.
That's right, very nicely done. And look at the side lanes for Vega, right? Mid lane Slayer's pushing it in, bottom lane Void's pushing that in too. They're gonna take a tier 1 tower, or trade at least.
Cool thing about support bot rider. In general, you know, say you're playing a support Earthshaker or a support Sand King, someone who relies on blink daggers. Their tools to get the blink dagger aren't the best, but bot riders, Firefly, he is so fast at farming, right?
Yep, very true.
If you can get into a good position, they're looking for him here. Iceberg might be in a bit of trouble. Oh, the slap!
The slow.
The slap from the fucking lightning gods. I just didn't expect that, and I watched Thor yesterday. It's a pretty good movie. If you haven't seen it, I'd
I'll have to
recommend.
check it out.
Yeah, it's legit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, but yeah, you're right. Look at this. Barrider just farms up the enemy jungle, right? He doesn't care that he's like farming the enemy jungle, right? It's not even that dangerous, honestly, because the only catch is the Disruptor, and Disruptor's going to be set up in the other lanes, not camping his own jungle.
Yeah, there's no need for Disruptor to be anywhere near him, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like the place that Disruptor doesn't want to play in.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, FMG wants a haste rune. He can go get more bounty runes with that. Ooh.
Oh boy, the World Traveler.
Okay, he's going for the blink next. That's some initiation from Team Spirit there.
Yeah, very nice.
Do you think the audio for this Razor passive is really loud?
It is deceptive. It's way louder than everything else.
Everything else in Dota. It's like...
It sounds like a Zeus Holt or something.
yeah.
Dire's
And then all of a sudden this dinky little lightning.
Okay, that's quite loud. But that, yeah, it is a lot louder than every other spell.
Yeah.
Glimpse used? Who did they catch? They caught out Slayer again. No way. FNG gets the stun off. That's that really. But that, you know, that's their full combo.
It is.
That
I'm
is
not
their-
too sad about losing the Barrier at all.
Yeah, he's kind of used to dying at this stage of the game.
Oh, up top,
tower is under attack.
she gets the Astral off while he's flying.
No way, really?
Very nicely done.
They're used. But who's TPing in here?
It's Razor.
He has force up on G. He's just gonna... Okay, and he's away.
Yep, and it's Shrine time.
And used it. Chrono is up. Iceberg, you'd want to be careful there, son. G's going... Oh, God, he's going in Afterlife in a nice position here for a black hole if he chooses to go for it. Alright, in the end, the boots of travel from Iceberg coming in huge.
Well, very nicely done. You know, Enigma has been quiet, right? We haven't seen a black hole yet. Enigma is going to die. He's dead.
I
That's
knew
why
that
he's
was
been
going to
quiet,
happen. FNG gets the last hit. That bonus Grievous Greed Gold plus 12.
Wowzers.
Whew.
He's really cashing out there in the passive. And he's going for the double bounty runes again. Check him out.
Oh, look at him go. He's doing great, actually.
It's just so satisfying to watch him pick up these bounty runes.
Look at him go. Right, how much does he get for it? Let's see. 205 gold. He has his Blink Dagger finished. 16 minutes in. Blink Dagger medallion. Like, he's doing great. Like, compare him to the other supports in the game. He's doubled them.
Would it be safe to say that he's out of control?
Spiraling completely out of control. Yeah, that's safe.
He's
to tell.
insane.
Dire's middle tower is
I'm
under
disappointed in the Blink, to be honest. I know they're lacking initiation, but I wouldn't mind a bit of greed. You know what I mean? Oh,
Yeah.
let's see the Blink in action here. Blinks forward, acid spray down. Oh, yeah.
Yep, that's that.
Oh boy.
And Slayer's gone.
You know, there could have been a better demonstration. Like if you were to,
Yeah, that was.
if you were to put that a video in like the shop, right? It's like, what does Blink Dagger do? Watch this video. No one would buy the fucking thing.
Just make it look like the worst item in the game. It ruins your gank.
Oh, that's very, very nice play from Slayer. Using the high ground and the terrain. To
Yeah,
just,
the flame break was really good too,
Yeah.
pushing him down to low ground. So well played.
and then, again, more and more space for Vega Squadron.
Yep, and Enigma, hand of minus. He's about to pick up his blink dagger. Only 10 gold away from that, so that's good. Void's actually going Battle Fury. Okay, he's close too.
What do you think?
I don't know. It's like, I guess, even if he had like a Diffusal or something, he wouldn't really fight that much, right? Because they just want to scale and wait for Enigma's items.
Yeah, they're
too,
just
so
taking their time, right? They do not want.
Yeah, it's gonna line up really nicely with that timing, but I don't know, because the only way you lose this game is in the early game, right? So if you build for the early game, you're gonna eventually have the late game secured through the Enigma. So that's why I think it's a bit weird.
The way Iceberg itemized as well is an answer to how Vega Squadron played in the last game, right? Last game, Vega avoided fights at all costs and just split the map. This way, Iceberg is able to push out the sidelines and then meet up with his team via the route of travel. So
yep, very true. It's nice.
He's also speedy as hell.
Dude, he's so fast. He's looking like Speed Racer.
I used to play that music on my stream. Speed Racers.
Nice. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Alright, so Team Spirit got this top tier 2 tower, and this tower is probably, it's a good one to take if you want to secure Roshan, right? You have Weaver with the bugs, the Blightstone, you also have the Acid Spray from Alchemist, so tons of negative armor coming your way. Yep, Medallion too, so Roshan could be a very quick objective for them if Vega decide to go for this bottom tier 2.
Look at Slayer, he's down here. Just playing really aggressively, has no TP, doesn't give a hoot.
That's right, gank me. I dare you.
I've died seven times already. I'm not afraid to do it again. Test me.
Eight's not gonna tell me. It's the same thing.
Oh man, a Pike finished on G. They're getting into position to kill G though. Do they have the vision for the glimpse? He gets it off. He doesn't even. Oh, he's aware this time. He didn't do it, but he was so close to escaping. Holy shit.
So close.
Yeah, did you see there the way he played that? He didn't imprison himself.
Yeah, it was still on cooldown from when he used it on the creep wave.
Was it?
Yeah, it just came up at the very
Do you think he would have?
I think he would have, but
to what avail though?
just to stall.
Okay.
There's honestly nothing else.
He was so close to living.
Yeah, he was. Alright, and that's Roshan, right? No OD. You know with the Vega playing on the opposite side of the map because you just made like a 4-man play to the top lane. And Roshan is super free.
They're not even really pressuring the towers either.
Yeah, it's true.
A massive
Still
amount
pretty
of battle here. This
conservative.
is one of the greediest voids I've seen in a while now. To be honest, he doesn't really do that much damage. He doesn't have much utility.
But he farms fast.
He farms
He hits
real
good.
Them creeps die very. They manage not to get the tower as well. Okay.
Yep, and that's the Aegis Razor, so you definitely don't want to chrono this guy. It's not worth it.
They're thinking
As I
about
said,
it.
they want to chrono this
They
guy.
really
It might
want to
be worth
chrono
it.
him. Oh, Iceberg.
NPC's Lich.
In goes. Oh, this could be he got whipped.
Oh boy, the
Oh,
damage steal.
Jesus, the damage! And he gets glimpsed back, and that's that. Well, can he chrono TP? I guess I don't know. He's still going. Goes for a TP now. The Iceberg has a lot of damage. He's gonna whip real hard.
Alright, when ganks go
Top
wrong.
lane, egg used. They might find G as well on the other side of the map. Team Spirit just dominating. He manages to get out of the egg range, and stun wise, they're not really there. They want to go for the heads. They catch him out. And I like to win do a lot of damage. All this minus armor building up. Maybe it's black hole time.
There's the hole.
Oh, there it is. They have no way to cancel it. FNG stun is still on cooldown. He gets imprisoned.
He's gonna stun himself when he comes out.
Concoction is. Oh,
No.
that's sad.
That's just cruel.
Yeah, he evades a fair few hits, but. Oh! Okay, if he invaded another one, he would have got his blink dagger off, and that would have been huge. But G is just dead now. Prison used on himself. You know. Wait, does it kill Phobos? Okay. Phobos manages to escape. Let's have a look at the items. I just noticed Phobos has the Kia.
Yeah, he's doing tons of magic damage with the Kia.
I think it's at 15 talent as well. The Fire Spirits DBS.
Oh wow.
It's actually slightly ridiculous to be honest. Well, okay.
Yep.
He didn't get this 8% spell damage, talent, but he buys a 10% spell damage item.
Yeah. It also reduces mana cost by 10%. That's key.
Is it? Is that 20 mana? I guess it makes it a small difference, right? If OD's hitting you.
No, it doesn't do much.
No, it doesn't do that. No, I know. You know, sometimes you hope for the best.
That's true. You never know. There might be a situation where it saves. Ooh, an iceberg charge. These guys hasted, man. Oh boy.
Gets the stun off. The Mask of Mana is activated, so he has... Oh, no! Okay, he manages to get out. That could have been a...
Alright, that was the scariest looking escape, right?
I have ever seen. He had the Eye of the Storm activated. I thought he was just gonna TP in front and just die. Like...
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that was real close. Oh, okay. Shiva's Guard is coming up very soon on Phobos. They don't have an answer at all for Phoenix.
No, not at all. You know, this Void doesn't deal enough damage at all, right?
We talked about him just farming, but he's not getting any space to farm. He just escaped, and they chased him to the other side of the map and killed him.
There's no escape, right? Iceberg's hasted all the time.
Look at F and G as well. Let's watch this.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, one. Blinks over. Gets the second one.
Good God, he's rich.
500 gold.
Well, he's about to die.
500 gold. You think he might live if Lich misses one auto? No, I think he bought some space for his team though.
He did, man. Coming in.
Iceberg, boots to travel to the wave. G is in a lot of trouble. He has blink and no. Can he get the blink off? It's hard with all the AoE damage. Oh, wait, the whip instantly cancels the blink.
Yeah, he tried to blink to the right, so his hero turned around.
Makes sense. On this side, Slayer trying to look for Fiber. Manages to get him. Okay, 500 gold.
All right. Yeah, it's a lot of gold for killing the beaver. All right, so they get two supports, right? The Disruptor and the Alchemist. I guess the Alchemist is like kind of like a core here at this point because he's got so much net worth.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not the worst thing in the world, right? But that was Chronosphere being used earlier. Chronosphere is going to come up in 10 seconds. I don't know. We just haven't seen the
synergy
Black Hole come into play yet, right? There hasn't been like the big ultimate team fights. It's still been like the whole dodging game going on where everyone's just farming, trying to split the map. And then eventually they get caught by Team Spirit's hasted Razor because he just walks at anything right now.
Yeah, he gives no hoots. I think when you play like this, like Vega Squadron, they're not losing any objectives. Like all their tier 3 towers are pretty healthy. You know, it doesn't look like they're getting a lot done, but when Enigma, gets this third Roshan, gets the refresher token, has the BKB, it just changes the game so much that they'll probably be okay. That's the way they're thinking about it anyway.
Yeah, and this Void with Battle Fury is eventually going to get to the next item, right? Almost as the Shadow Blade, and then from there, maybe that's the key item they need to set up some good team fights.
Shadow Blade?
Yeah.
It's still not a lot, right? He still doesn't do that much damage or have that much health. Still really squishy top lane. Slayer is tanking the gank once more.
Yeah, this guy's the spaceman.
His 10th death.
Chicken, it's his 10th.
Space.
Well, no, that doesn't make sense. It's his 10th,
sacrifice?
Death.
Yeah. Like, he does have to play like this, right? Like that. This is... He's getting farmed, right? He nearly has his Force stuff. Blink Force. Well,
yeah.
What more do you want on a support Batrider?
That is true. He'll have everything he needs. Even though that Vega have these big team fight AoE abilities, right? The Chronosphere and the Black Hole, they're kind of running into a point where they don't have enough damage to kill these heroes, right? Even the support Alchemist with just a Solar Press is taking forever to kill.
Yeah.
And he almost has an Agonist now, which I imagine is going to pull to Weaver. Like, Weaver's not exactly the easiest target for them to kill. Same thing with Razor. Razor's
why don't they just give it to Razor and just go high ground?
They could. They might actually, and just end the game, right? Because they could do that on the next Roshan.
That'd be game over, right?
Yeah, it would. That'd be super good.
He needs about 250 gold now. Then it's finished. Holy crap. Alright, so Vega going for this somewhat defensive movement from the smoke. Walking back towards their base. Okay. Slayer just doing Slayer things. Now, he's died 10 times. Every time they've been like, let's kill Slayer. He's probably feeding. And this time it was a trap! But it doesn't feel like anything's happening. Okay, there we go. They'll get Vibrant. He gets a Static Storm down. Not bad, not bad. Like, oh, it feels so difficult, man. You have these massive team fight ultis with huge cooldowns, but you don't want to just use them for Disruptor, so you end up having to chase them for like 1,000 units. Like, it feels so like.
It looks weird, right?
It feels so messy. They don't have that. Like, they need Batrider to get in, lasso someone, and then this chaotic team fight starts from there, and then they can use their ultis. But if they don't use lasso, it just feels like nothing's happening in fights, right?
Yeah, it's the order of which the spells use, right? You want to start with the blink lasso because then it's gonna make Team Spirit group up to this defender, right? It'll bring in the rest of the heroes if they just blinking with the Chronosphere or blinking with the Black Hole or the Stun or whatever. It's not the same thing. That's how you scare Team Spirit away from grouping up in the first place.
To be honest as well, like, while Enigma does have his BKB, Blink, you know, he's doing very well. He doesn't have a lot of armor. And Team Spirit has so much minus armor and physical damage that even if he does Black Hole, he will die extremely quickly.
I think if he doesn't get both cores, so the Razor and the Weaver in the hole, he's gonna die in like 2.5 seconds.
Yeah. It's a lot of damage.
But he's in kind of a weird position, right? Oh. He's behind them at the same time, but he doesn't have vision of them.
Oh,
so.
Did he get spotted?
No, I don't think so.
Or he pinged himself. Okay. This is pretty tense, actually. He's right beside them. Look at the
like
look how far Team Spirit are away from each other. Like FNG's on a cliff. They go on to Iceberg. They want to use a lot on him. Chronosphere committed. G's doing quite a lot of damage. Oh, the ulti finishes him off. That's a huge kill. Egg is used, but what's to stop Vega from just walking away? They blink in with afterwards. Oh my god, they're destroying them. I like the win. He's not able to gap close and do any damage. Jesus, Phobos going for the TP. Can they interrupt it?
Nope.
OS Frog, please.
Jesus, he can move while TP.
Yes. Doesn't really make any sense.
These inconsistent game mechanics. Alright, so it took a lot to kill that Razor, right? That was the lasso, that was the Chronosphere, and OD hitting him the entire time. And you know, Enigma didn't even find the Black Hole, but it didn't matter. Very nicely done for Vega.
Well, it did take a lot. Like, once Razor died, they had no answer for any. Like, they would Weaver, his range is too small. In a situation like this, right? I'm gonna draw here. The Chronosphere is like down here. Razor can't get anywhere, right, to do any damage to the backline.
Right. Because when you lasso him like that, you can aim the Chronosphere so he's on the corner, so his teammates can't help him. It's pretty nice.
First time we're used. Before starting forward, CIS. It's in a spot of water here. The Fire Spirit damage is definitely enough. The Chain Frost. Getting himself. He got a full set of ancients from that.
Worth.
You know.
Well, that's Roche.
That's Roche.
You know, there's no Chronosphere for 25, but there is the Blink BKB Black Hole, right? If they know this is happening, but
he has no TP.
No TP. He's not gonna get there in time. Unless Slayer can make some
big
plays.
He's been.
This is the man, right? This guy is gonna make big plays.
I believe. Spotted FNG goes in. Oh, he's on the ledge. Is he going? Oh, he's going in! He's going in! Holy shit! Slayer, what a boyo! Look at bottom lane as well. He's gonna create a lot of space. They don't want to use the glimpse, but they're forced to. Oh shit! I went a bit high pitched there, but you know, sorry about that.
Well, it was deserving of that. He blinks in the like 4 heroes. They even see him. And
beside the shrine. Oh my, oh my.
All right, the bees is down and out.
Oh, he uses TP instead of the Sentry Ward. BKB TP, the physical damage we're talking about. You nearly tore it through.
Yeah, he almost died there instantly. You know, if Enigma picks up a Ghost Scepter, he can just do that all the time.
Alright, let's check out who got Ags. I believe it was Disruptor, right? So,
Wait, really?
Yeah, they
That
do.
seems like the worst one, honestly, because they don't have a way to like blink and use it, right? If he's gonna have to pull someone back, they'll be able to BKB. Like if you pull back the OD, he's just gonna pop his BKB. Same thing with the Faceless Void. You know, it's not like he's following it up on top of like a Sand King stun, where it's instant, right?
Yeah.
He has to sit there and wait for the glimpse to work, which is not gonna work if they don't understand.
Maybe they're relying on FNG's blink initiation.
I guess so, but that's kind of the same thing, right? If you see him charging at all and running at you, you're gonna be able to either blink out, force out, or just pop a BKB. It's just, again, we go back to reliable disables. It's just not there.
And now, on the other side, let's check out all the others. We have a lot of BKBs coming up for triple BKB for Vega. That's so game-changing, actually.
Yeah, big time.
Their lack of stun is now amplified. They have no way to do with any of this, right? What do you think about Afterlife's items? He's going for this Octarine Core next item. You know, it's a standard Enigma build, but
It is standard.
would you like to see maybe a Shiva's Guard or some sort of Ghost Scepter, as you pointed out? Just a way to deal with the physical damage, right?
You know, it might be better, right? Because that way he won't be so dependent on holding both of their cores, right? Maybe with the Octarine it won't be enough.
Fine promos. In the mid lane.
Big chronosphere.
Having the BKB to remove the Fire Spirits. 2 BKBs used.
Alright, so that's double BKB use, right? They might look for a glimpse play into the Static Storm, but it's just not there yet. It's on cooldown. You know, honestly, the Octarine's probably better than the Shivas just because it does make him a bit tanky, right? It doesn't give him armor because of HP and the spell life steal.
True, the spell life steal is huge, actually.
Yeah, especially when you're holding a core hero. So.
They have vision. Oh, good god. That's
out.
That's the Ags. That's
Vega,
that's a lot of their net worth used. Slayer goes straight in, wanting to focus down Iceberg on his Razor. No BKB there for G, but the black hole hits on everyone, and the real you comes in on top. Holy shit! On the other side, G goes down to Iceberg. They turned it around, even though they had no follow-up damage for the black hole.
You know, they hole, but they didn't finish the Razor off, right? And then you got the cheese, and then these heroes on Vega were still BKB-less because it was on cooldown from the mid lane engagement.
Not
So
having
while it
BKB
looked good,
was so big.
Yeah, while it looked good, it didn't end up that well for Vega, and I guess, if nothing else, the gold lead is kind of being lost from Team Spirit, right? We're evening out the gold lead. Faceless Void is all of a sudden super farmed. Same thing with OD.
Yeah. Well, what kind of items do you expect to see from Void here? 3.5k in the bank.
I imagine just damage items, maybe like a butterfly or something, because there's going to be no MKBs probably from the side of Team Spirit. Maybe he goes for an MKB. He has an attack speed for the bash, and then there's also that Solar Crest evasion.
This is such an easy, like a free Void game. If you ever feel like a game glimpse, you just BKB. You know, no big deal.
Right. It's really easy for him to play this game because there's not a lot he has to watch out for.
He just gets a tower top while all of Team Spirit are alive. He kills a tier 2 tower. Most of them were in the fog as well.
They're gonna see this Weaver down in his base and probably, yeah, Team Spirit, they can't really do anything to this tier 3 tower down bottom.
TP in from the real you. He can't BKB because of the Static Storm. It is the Ags upgraded one. No black hole available. Chain Frost again, killing up them ancients.
Alright, big blunder there from the real you, TPing into danger. You know, I guess that's one way to die.
Underestimating the Ags Static Storm. That's all it was there, right? If there's no Ags on Disruptor, he can. Oh, that's pretty sad for Beaver. But if there's no Ags, he can just BKB and use this 500 plus time walk cast range to escape. Who got the Ags there?
Weaver.
Oh, Weaver. That's what we're talking about.
That's a big one.
Egg is down. Oh my god, they're pumping it up here. BKB is forced from Afterlife. He won't have it for this next black hole. Ice Armor applied to the tower. Oh, Slayer gets the last two onto Phobos. Can they burst him down in time? No egg, remember. But he gets Weavered. He refreshers! He goes in with the refresher. The spirits are cast down. He's just buying time.
20 seconds for Void to come up.
Oh,
they are stunning quite nicely.
They get the tier 3 tower. The Lich Armor doing so much, applying it to the racks. They have
God,
another
the
egg.
base is dying so slowly.
Slayer can't blink forward. It looks like Team Spirit are going to do it. G goes in with the Astral and Prism. What's their follow-up here? I hear a channeling stone from
walk
FNG.
away. Alright, so are they going to chase us?
They are indeed. So yeah, it's leading the charge. This goes in, gets the chain pass down, casts all the spells. Egg is on the left-hand side. Oh, black hole, but the egg, it's just out of range. The heal on top of it, it's keeping Iceberg alive during it. The real you doesn't do enough. They just don't do enough damage during all these big teamfight ultimates.
Oh my god, and that was the Weaver Ag's ultimate too. It stalled big time. It healed up the Razor. I mean, we're getting to a point where they just can't kill these people now.
With the new addition Weaver Ags on top of the heal from the Sunray from Phobos. Like,
yeah.
While they did kill Iceberg, it took them so long, right?
Yeah, it did. And Phobos is so far in the Phoenix. Luke has never top 3 in the game. He's got Refresher, Shivas, and that Kia.
I'm gonna go for this. Oh, that's very good. Here's the heal from Phoenix. On the glimpse, just pushing him a little bit further back. He manages to get the ulti off us. Oh my god. Afterlife's forced to PKB. There's no way I like to win backstab from this. Oh my.
It'll be a dieback if he gets him. Can you get him though? Oh, looks like no. Nah, he's okay.
It's close. If he had that talent, the +1 Geminate attack.
Yeah.
Okay, they get the tier 3 tower here. Slayer. What's he trying to do? He doesn't do anything. Alright.
Alright, so complete disaster. Right, Void goes for the solo chrono on Weaver. They try to kill him, but he gets glimpsed out of it. Has to run back in.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom barracks are under
Honestly, that's the kind of stuff that it makes you a bit uneasy. You know what I mean? When something like that happens to you.
Yeah.
No matter what kind of play you are, it's a difficult thing to happen.
Yep, and Iceberg's up in 5 seconds. He has boots of travel, so he'll probably come into the second creep wave. And there's no black hole.
They get the lasso off. Trying to help him out with the Phoenix G. Oh, they just didn't have enough damage. Now this is his BKB used. I like to win. BKB's up. Presses forward under the cover of this Phoenix egg.
And Razor's here now too. That's the last one. There's no ultimates for a long time. I guess 15 seconds for black hole, but
Black
he
Hole's
doesn't
definitely
hold.
not enough.
Yeah, but they need to hold the Weaver and the Razor together, right? The Weaver can just sit in the back.
FNG gets in there. Slayer is taking a lot of physical damage now. Where is this black hole? Let's check it out. Afterlife, Shadow Bladed up to the bottom of the fight. He goes in, gets 3! All 3, but he doesn't get Iceberg or FNG. Does he have enough damage? Oh, he kills Phobos. Fiverr just escapes. The real you gets a kill as well onto Fiverr. Oh my god.
Slayer's on the chase here for Iceberg, but
Needs to travel
puts the traveler up.
He has vision.
Can he
This
get the
doesn't
stun
interrupt.
Oh.
Afterlife was mid-cast animation.
Oh, so close. He tried to push him closer to get the stun off and everything, but just wasn't enough. Right, Vega, they hold.
This is a window though for Vega, right? Maybe force a buyback? Maybe is Roshan up? It's up very soon. Let's have a look at our little nifty clock on the left here. 1 minute.
1 minute.
Yeah, ever since you've told me about this, oh boy, my life has changed.
It's so much easier, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I don't have to read hieroglyphics anymore. I can just look at look at this thing. 50 seconds. This is a very, very important Roshan. With the changes, this is the refresher token in the hands of someone like Enigma. Even Faceless Void could be a refresher token carrier. Double PKB. FNG gets caught out here. Flash applied. Had some int gained by G as well. The 8
Alright.
push.
You know, all of a sudden, Vega, they hold, right? It was the cost of it, right? Void had to use his buyback, and he was actually really close to respawning, but he bought back on the hole anyway, so it's just to secure the team fight. You know, FNG's trying to raise morale here. Guys, don't give up. Come on, we can still beat. Everything's good.
middle tower is under attack.
Good. Shot wheel usage. Oh, can Beaver. Oh. Not the glimpse he was looking for. But
Not quite there, but, you know, in the end,
Roshan. There she is.
Delusion sees it. That's with the refresher shard too, and there's still no alchemist for 40 seconds, but you know, Alch doesn't do that much in fights, right? He's just kind of pulling agonums and smoke.
This small area is perfect for the Phoenix Egg, the Static Storm.
There's no hole though.
Okay, in comes Iceberg. He's fearless. Just BKB's up, tethered G. Pushing forward Zayet on the background. He's toast, but they have no reveal for it. He's able to kite and juke it out. Slayer, haste it up. He's quite agile and difficult to catch. They're really committing a lot.
Space.
Oh my god. He's actually the space creator.
Iceberg.
Right, let's see what they can do with this space though. They fought Beaver. Oh my god, he just walks out of the fucking thing. The size of the chronosphere! It's like the size of my fucking screen. Afterlife goes in on top. They're committing everything. The Weaver axe stops them from killing Iceberg for the moment, but they just finish him off right at the end. Oh man, I like to win. BKB's up. Presses forward. All of Vega. Retreat. Oh dear god.
Dude, that chronosphere is so big.
It's so big.
Dude, you gotta be so careful not to catch your teammates in that thing. It's so big.
Oh my god, Roshan's still up. 78 seconds, no buyback on Razor.
So Shane, we were talking about the idle FNG.
Oh boy.
Alright, F and dead.
This is Roche, right?
It's like back-to-back deaths for FNG. He's not a happy camper at this point. Yeah, that should be Roche, honestly. Okay, so, you know, at that base defense, Enigma had a shit ton of gold, right? Waiting to get that Octarine core or Shiva's whatever he wanted, and he went for the Shadow Blade, and that's what set up the comeback, right? He got
That's the game changer.
It is.
Refresher, shit!
Somebody pick this up. There we go.
Yeah, we got it. Hand that over. Wait. I think
You know,
with
maybe
the
Void wants it,
with the
right?
size of the chronosphere, he can
massive.
like chrono the entire map with this refresher shot. Oh no, never mind. Carry on.
It's a nice thought, though.
Yeah, it was. I like to win bottom lane.
He's got a gem. Alright, so let's see. No big deal. You know, Slayer, he does have 15 deaths, but he doesn't feel like he's playing with 15 deaths, right? He's still dangerous. He still gets in there. This guy does not care about anything.
Like,
He's playing the exact same way.
when you play an opponent like this, right? You can kill him 15 times and he does not change how he's playing. Yeah, it must upset you a little bit or like put you off.
You can't tilt this man.
Yeah, exactly. Untiltable object.
Okay, so, you know, we've been talking up the team fight on Vega, right? Their team fight is ridiculously good, but their base is looking kind of naked, right? They've got no tier 3 towers up. The Rax is completely exposed. They don't have the melee barracks on the bottom side.
They don't need any of that, right? All that stuff. All you need is the ancient.
That is true, and they have the ancient, so that's all.
Still alive.
Everything is good to go.
Right. Like, especially with these massive team. Oh, here we go. Both teams walking into each other. Team Spirit have vision of Slayer, thinking maybe he's just alone. He does the old back and forward with the force staffs. Iceberg moving very, very far forward. Check out Afterlife on the sidelines here. He sees I like to win, but he wants more. He wants more. He's holding in that BKB black hole. He BKBs. Where is he going with it? He's not doing it. He's not able to do anything. Oh my god. He's not able to do anything. He gets it off, but it's not enough. That's not what we were hoping for.
Oh boy, disaster.
But on the other side, the Hex is used. Iceberg so fast. That's the fastest ping you've ever seen. Look, they want you.
Walks in the chrono.
It's impossible not to walk into that chrono. It's like half the the evasion. What was that evasion? It was the uphill miss. Iceberg is going to escape. The bash! Jesus Christ, the Will you gets the bash right at the last second. G. He goes down. Okay. Yes. Talk to me about this Enigma, right?
Okay, yeah. So look at this observer warded sentry placed by his team spirit right there. Already had it in the area as they saw Vega walk in, right? They got the jump on the Batrider, and then all of a sudden you're fighting in an area where it's warded by team spirit, right? They see what's going on. The fight is super hectic, super chaotic. You don't know what's going on. No team has any idea where anyone is, so it's very difficult for Enigma to find the angle, right? He walks in from the Shadow Blade, and he's just sitting there waiting because he's trying to get the best possible hole off, right? He's waiting for Weaver and Razor to perhaps mess up and walk next to each other so he can get the hole off, or maybe he's waiting for the Chronosphere so then he can like hold the back line as the Chronosphere goes off. But then he just ends up not getting it, right? Because Batrider died with the gem on him, and Beaver picked it up and scouted him out.
Holy crap. Yeah. It must be, it's very difficult to play this Enigma, right? You have to get both cores. You're trying to Shadow Blade up, you're trying to get in position, and their cores are really mobile. Like Razor is extremely fast. Weaver, he has the Sakuchi movement speed, he's really fast too. It's so difficult to catch them in a black hole, right? Like, Really hard.
Yeah, not easy at all. But
And honestly, this talent, the Chronosphere AoE seems like a nerf.
it seems like it's hard to use, right?
Yeah, yeah.
G just ended up walking into the Chronosphere trying to hit him because he couldn't get him on in the right spot.
Oh, we have the super army of Eidolons. It's out.
Oh boy, these guys are tough. I guess this is how you fight against megas, right? You bring out the
Look at
babies.
this other talent. 4 Malefice instants? 4?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's 4 more.
That's 4 more than 3. But doesn't that sound really OP?
It does if they don't have a way to cancel it out
Yeah.
with BKB, but we're getting to the point where BKBs are at like 5 seconds. I think it could have been really good. Like on the Razor, for example.
Yeah. On the high ground.
This could be a big catch.
Layer goes forward. Difficult to catch the Weaver. He's awful agile. The Chronosphere up. Gee, just outside of it. Beautiful positioning of this massive sphere. On the other side, Beaver is completely isolated. He won't be able to get an ulti off for a long time. Has a gem as well. Moves forward over to his teammate.
Alright, 90 seconds, no Weaver. He does have buyback though, so we'll have to see how much Vega can get out of it. You know, if they were able to get the Weaver with just the Blink Lasso, it would have been so good, right?
Yeah.
That would have been completely ideal, but it is difficult, right? He has to cancel it out with the Force Staff first, then get the Lasso, and it's also daytime, so you see him coming.
What do you think about this, right? Right now, give the refresher over to Faceless Void.
Yeah, you could just have him like use it in fog.
Yeah,
go
exactly.
I think that would be really good because then he can just jump and there's no we would have to buy back instantly, right, to be able to use the
And he'd
time
still
lapse.
have to, he'd still have to TP in and stuff.
Right. And look at like how Team Spirit are grouped up in their base, right, with this gigantic soccer ball. He can probably catch all the heroes.
Easily. It's like literally half the size of the base.
Yep.
It seems so difficult to land this Chronosphere, doesn't
You know,
it?
that would have been like the super ballsy play, right, if they were able to do that. I would have liked that a lot. I think that would have been very smart. Shane, nice job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I want to look at some talents. What do we have coming up here? Look at this, right?
Oh.
The FNG talent on Alchemist. -8 seconds concoction cooldown.
Oh boy.
What do you think of that?
That's gonna be a real good one for killing himself. It is good, right?
What's he gonna do with the base attack time, right?
Exactly. He can't really utilize that. And he has the concoction damage talent too, so 560 damage is nothing to scoff at if you can charge it up all the way.
There'll be no scoffing at that. That's definitely true.
Yeah.
Afterlife could solo push out the lanes. He just summons Eidolons and that's enough to destroy an entire creep wave. Look at this.
Yeah,
bomb.
he basically summons his whole creep wave.
Yeah.
They do a lot of damage. Oh my god, and they split too. Look at this.
Look at these little dudes as well. They have hoods. They look super cool.
They do look cool. Someone just wants to get down there and nuke them all and cash out. It's like 500 gold or something.
They're really cute, actually. They're just having like a meeting or something. They're like, where are we going, lads?
Well, they're going.
Oh, go. We're off this way. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I can't get out of this mode. Okay, we're back. It was a bit of a lull in the action. Oh, what's a Lich talent? Oh, 30 HP regen. He can heal towers.
Oh my god, this is imbalanced.
30 HP regen on towers. G leading the charge. He has the.
They want
link.
something big, though.
With the
Chase
hex?
Iceberg.
Oh my god, if they can catch FNG right at the start, he goes down. Iceberg, he's getting kited really bad. BKB up, Afterlife Shadow Bladed in a really nice position. Other side, the egg is baited Zayets, goes off. BKB,
Oh, big for that's in the weird.
that's so huge! FNG, or on the other side, Beaver gets it. Nice static zone, that's a refresher, Chrono. He did it! He actually used it, but it wasn't enough.
Where's the black ball?
Iceberg is not dying. They can't kill him. Where's this black hole? Oh my god, it hits on both of them. They both go down. They had no buyback on the Alchemist. Refresher! I like to win. He's melting in this black hole. A double kill for Afterlife.
God. You know, all the cores that dealt damage were dead, but the Midnight Pulse refresher with the black hole, that was nice, right? They gave the refresher shard to Faceless Void. You saw him double chrono there. He did die the second one, wasn't as good at the first one, but...
I kind of lost my train of thought in the middle of that fight because there's just so much happening, right?
Yep.
Like massive chronospheres taking up half the screen. On the other side, there's a phoenix egg going off, and the chronosphere on top of the phoenix egg, which I thought was weird, but he got the cores. Like,
You know, what's impressive to me is that Team Spirit are keeping up with double chronosphere, double black hole, team fights. Okay.
Slayer gets his revenge!
He brought him into the meeting. Oh boy.
And he's gonna do some building damage.
Is
Oh, who's laughing now? I might have 16 deaths, but I'm attacking your tier 3 tower, motherfuckers!
Oh boy, here comes the army.
FNG's wanna watch out.
FNG's dangerous, look at him.
He is, actually. The army's pretty strong.
Dude, what?
Oh man, he might
my
just die.
God.
Okay, he's fine.
Dude, if he died of that, that would have been disgusting.
Yeah, that would have been pretty ridiculous. I think if they had a went on him straight away, he would have died.
Yeah, if they actually had confidence that it was going to do a million damage.
Yeah, he removed the evasion
he's got
from
25,
himself.
oh, that's right, by using the solar crest.
Yeah. He's got 25 what?
I was going to say he's got 25 armor with the solar crest and the evasion, they still almost killed, but it's because he used the active.
Yeah, exactly. And he has this this talent, 70 Eidolon damage.
Yeah?
These bad boys don't mess around.
You know, they don't have much health, but if you AFK in a creep wave full of Eidolons, you might die.
Don't AFK in pro games.
That's how dangerous they are.
Ooh, this is a nice little pickup. The real you picks up this arcane rune if they want to fight now, which they have everything, right? Their lanes are in a good position. This kind of looks like a very good time to fight.
Yeah, even the refresher's up too, right? The arcane rune is massive on Faceless Void, and this is double rune time too, so there's a haste rune on Enigma as well. Lanes are in a good spot, but you know, Roshan's up too. If they knew, perhaps they could just run straight in. There's no vision up at all from Team Spirit, and these Eidolons do so much damage, man. It's actually really funny to watch.
Oh, FNG's like nom 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 nom. Come here.
Getting his revenge.
The Grievel's greed. Are they gonna go in this? They go in. They hex him up. FNG's going down. He gets Glimmer kicked on the other side. G gets hexed. Egg is committed. The real you gets the Chronosphere off on everyone, but Zayax is unable to do anything. The beacon beat Enigma's in there on top. Gale goes in a Phobos. He gets Weaver ulti, but it doesn't do that much. Iceberg just falls over to the AoE damage.
Alright.
The Midnight Pulse and the Black Hole.
It's a crazy amount of damage, right? And it scales through the entire game. It's pure damage. Good luck surviving that.
Oh crap.
Alright, now we're seeing the ultimates come into play, right? Even though this Chronosphere is super big and it ends up catching teammates like all the time. It's so big, it's dangerous, right? With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, the old Spider-Man quotes.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, here's another refresher token. These Roshan fights later on in the game are so much more important.
Yeah, I agree. Like, you can't give away this refresher token now.
Just handing out refresher runes. Like, if they wanted, they could do three black holes. You know, he has 2,000 mana. He could probably do it. No bother. 3 midnight pulses. Oh my god.
Just losing your mind.
Oh, that sounds ridiculous.
Shane, this Lich 25 talent is insane, isn't it? It gives your towers 30 HP regen?
Yeah, you're not losing.
That's crazy.
And the thing, like, there's no instances on Ice Armor. It's consistent.
Right, it's not like tree armor.
When you think about tree armor, you're like, oh well, yeah, you can just attack it, the armor goes away. Like, this ain't the same. This thing is on there.
I'll be honest, I thought it was only buildings. It works on heroes.
It
That's
works on
cool.
heroes, dude.
Jesus, there are 5 heroes on the side of Vega too.
75 fucking health regen on G when he has it on. 75.
That's a lot.
That's ridiculous. That's not just a lot. That is it's honestly a bit of a piss take.
Yeah, it's insane.
G just died. I don't know what he was up to there. That was a bit weird.
Oh, you can use moon shards on your allies globally, huh? I think that was added earlier, wasn't it?
I think it's the same with Ag on Alchemist, no?
I think Alk has to run to him.
It used to be global. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, anyways, there have been 2 moon shards pulled. We have one on Void, one on OD.
Ooh-wee.
Alright, so how do you fight this refresher token nonsense, right? You have like
you don't.
Well, they have to, because if they can't, then they're gonna lose the game.
You know, you can just split push, right? That's all.
Can you?
Alright.
You know, they've got to back each other up so they can defend against the Chronosphere and stuff, right? Up
They have
top,
a-
this could be dangerous.
They have a Hex on Phobos. Maybe they get someone with the Hex and they blow them up really quickly. They kill Afterlife before he does anything.
Yeah, well, that could be good.
Void has to be somewhere else though. He can't be anywhere near because if he Chronospheres, it's 100% going to catch like most of your team because of the massive.
You know, there is that possibility of a disaster team fire where he Chronos his entire team.
He gets caught out. You're hoping for a lot here. Afterlife needs to travel 2s in and they just get a nice clean kill.
Alright, 100 seconds, no FNG. He's been working towards the Lincoln Sphere, which could be pretty useful. You know, he can slap that on teammates so they can't get lassoed or anything, but... Yeah, he's probably going to have to buy it back, but...
Their
I don't know,
building
man.
damage is not there from Vega, right?
That's true. It's not really that great, because Void can't hit the building, right? He doesn't want to walk up. Alright, here's the Hex.
Blinks in. Oh, the Chronosphere hits onto I Like to Win, stopping that Aghanim's ulti. On the other side, G is trying to fight up Iceberg. I Like to Win gets the ulti off in the end. Iceberg's going down real fast, 100 seconds, forced to buy back. Orchid is used with the Aghanim's static stun. They're pushing forward, realizing that without Enigma, they're not that strong. He does have the travel and the buyback. This fight seems hella lost from Vega. But should they not do that? Oh my god, the Weaver ulti again doing so much.
You know, maybe they actually could have won this team fight if Void came back with the fire, but it's so risky, right? Oh, actually, he doesn't have enough beats. Never mind, he can't get back.
Enigma did though. Enigma had buyback and
Okay. Yeah, definitely not worth using it there. Just defend the base.
dude, this Aghanim on Weaver is the bane of their existence. It's killing
so
them. He just lives himself, and then he manages to save Iceberg on top of that.
You know, the way Vega are trying to play the fights, they have the right idea, right?
Top lane, it's the Super Eidolon man.
Oh my god. You gotta defend against the Super
He actually
Eidolons.
has to defend. FNG comes back, he could die. Okay, if
Alright, never mind.
if Afterlife stayed and did anything, he might die. Zayak mid lane. Look at the buildings. While they do have a lot of armor and HP regen, you know, it doesn't do that much against the incredible amount of damage Team Spirit have.
Yes, we are an hour into this game, there's a lot of damage, right?
This could be it, right?
They're just not using any buybacks here, right?
You want to play at the Mega Creeps? Well, what's the play?
I don't know. I guess they only have to kill Team Spirit once to win this game, right? Because Razor uses buyback. But they're
buybacks. They're going in. Oh god, the black hole misses. The movement speed. Oh, and then I like the real you goes in. He gets hexed instantly. Weaver Ags on Phobos.
down bottom. That's Megas.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, just
okay,
kidding.
they get the Chronosphere off. The
They actually
Rangerax is
kill him,
still
was
alive.
the question.
He is so tanky. Heart, Shiva's, Iceberg's running away. Oh no wait. Okay, that auto attack finishes him off.
Alright. You know, that's a dieback, right?
Weaver,
Up top,
Weaver
too.
top lane. He might just go down. Holy crap, he does.
Oh my god.
He has buyback though.
FNG's next too.
No buyback on top on Razor. FNG goes down. This could be it. Vega could be walking away with it.
Good god, alright. So I'm not sure what happened there, but I like the win tried to suicide for the melee racks, but there's a range racks down bottom, right? If he goes for that, then
Is this the play? You buy back on Weaver, use your ulti, go into the base and get Mega
holy
creeps.
time lapse, huh? Well, it
And then
would be the play
you
if,
can have a TP and you can go home.
It would be the play if these racks weren't full HP with the frost armor. Right?
Oh yeah, I forgot
Check
about
it
look
out.
at their health.
Full health again.
Oh Jesus
Alright,
Christ.
alright.
Never mind.
Okay. I mean, it could have been.
Yeah. If Lich didn't have this ridiculous talent. Like,
Lich
in
OP.
fairness, it's so rare to see a level 25 Lich, right?
Very true.
But when you do see it, it's apparently. Alright. Vega, go up the mid lane. Double damage on the faceless void. The real you is doing quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's doing double.
Okay. Beaver goes in. They want to focus everything onto G, but they're actually just attacking the egg and it goes down.
Oh my, they got the egg. It's
Holy
insane.
crap, Phobos has buyback. He doesn't have refresher up for 5 seconds, so he's not able to go in there. Dear Lord, Beaver buys back 2, no ulti available. Slayer moves forward. He says, come on, make it 20 deaths, I'm ready! You know? Holy crap. This is
They
it,
need to
right?
fight this.
They
This is it.
How can they fight this? They have no iceberg.
Weaver's back, but photos up. I mean, what are they doing?
Oh, in goes Afterlife. He doesn't even care who he's black holding. He's just stalling for the Mega Creeps. DK Phobos gets the Hex off onto the real you, but they're not doing anything really. Refresher, BKB, he couldn't get it off, but this Chronosphere, it's like half the size of the game. Holy crap, the real you doing so much damage. I feel like that's all she wrote. Mega Creeps.
Game, right? He's got another hole. Razor can't walk
Oh,
up. Razor's
Iceberg
staying
says, nope, I'm not done yet. I'm going to equalize it. He goes bottom. He has the Aghanims on the Razor. He wants the top lane. He wants to get Mega versus Mega. Can Slayer do it? It's turned into a bit of a base race, but if Vega and Miles.
This is not a fair race, right?
No, not really.
No.
Oh man,
God damn.
that was a
good
great game.
Yeah.
We got to see so many of the new talents as well, like the Chronosphere AoE. We got to see the Refresher token really well used. The Lich, feckin' armor and heal.
Jesus, yeah. You know, people call Lich a boring hero. Watching the HP rise on towers, it's so satisfying.
Yeah, it is. Very
But yeah.
nicely played from Vega Squad. And we were a bit worried, you know, the early game was really good from Team Spirit. We had Iceberg on his Razor was untouchable. Phobos, his Phoenix, like Phobos as usual, was really farmed. But they just kited them. They took, you know, Slayer. Let's check out his deaths actually.
This guy is the man of the game.
He is a hero. 19 deaths. Oh. He just kept on running into Team Spirit, right? Breaking smokes, like catching rotations. Just taking it in the face. For the team.
Well, nicely done. And all right, Vega, they're going to meet Team Empire
In
for the best of 5 grand finals.
And we'll be back very shortly with that. See you guys soon. This is the Captain's Draft 4.0 CIS Qualifiers. Goodbye.